Hello, hello. Welcome to the Daily Oracle Pool. I was getting some things ready up here and now I have the microphone. So welcome everybody. Hey, Hub, good to see you. Good to see you. Happy new moon. That's this day. Fully black sky. It's like no moon at all, right? It's so cool. So also because it's the new moon, we're starting a brand new cycle. It's a wonderful day for you to make plans about what it is you want to manifest as the moon grows light. It's a wonderful day for that. So today, for the Daily Oracle Pool, we're going to get some cards from the Sacred Rebel, and that one is by Alana Fairchild. We're going to get some cards from Moonology, seems suiting, and that one is by, let's see here, Yasmin Boland. We'll get a daily crystal inspiration card from Heather Askenazi, and then we'll get a card from The Universe Has Your Back, and that one is Gabrielle Bernstein. And then before I went live, I pulled out a couple of cards from the Lightseers Tarot, the Tea Leaf Oracle, and then also the Sacred Destiny for each sign of the Zodiac. And we'll do that afterwards. But first, we'll get through the Daily Oracle. All right, so let's get a prayer over these cards, and then we'll do it to it. Great Spirit, thank you for always guiding me every breath of my life. Please help me to see the symbolism and messages clearly, to hear you, to feel you, and understand, for our best and highest good, the words that need to be spoken, for assistance on our path forward. Protect anyone who comes to this message, covering them in pentacles of light. Draw anyone who needs to hear this. Thank you so much for our best and highest good, what we need to know. Okay, let's do it. It's your birthday? Oh my gosh. The day of vibrancy. Juicy. There was a on the picture of the day of vibrancy in the personology guide, it was like a big old timpani and then also a dragonfly. I always loved the way the timpani like vibrated my whole body, such good vibrations. Love the sound it makes too. And then that dragonfly energy, that is a really positive bit of symbolism. I hope that you get some dragonflies in your life. They bring winds of goodness, fortune, and blessings. Okay, so let's shuffle it up and see what we get out of the Sacred Rebel Oracle for our best and highest good. What do we need to know? Okay, what do we got today for our best and highest good? I thought it maybe turned over. For our best and highest good. Boom. Here we go. Wow. Okay, I'm going to take 3 of these. There's a bunch of them. The first 3. Okay, 26 for 8, 21 for 3, 10 for 1. Okay, let's see what we got here. Wow, okay. First, okay, this 10 card, releasing allegiances. Beautiful. Isn't that, it's part of why I love Oracle cards so much, the art, it just, so much symbolism, so much to draw from. Releasing allegiances. So you're being called to be very true to yourself. And sometimes that does. It entails releasing things that maybe we didn't see we were going to grow apart from. And sometimes that involves like enmeshment of who we are and feelings of guilt that we put upon ourselves for maybe not staying loyal to something that we thought would be forever. And then it changes because our allegiance has changed, because we're called by spirit for our own singular purpose in this world. And in that releasing of your allegiances, it's also because we have this 10 card coming back to the number one. It's calling you to just really focus on your truths inside and how you resonate with spirit. Everything is always coming back to the one, the source energy. You're being called back to that source energy, and you're also going on another loop of the hero's spiral. And sometimes we level up, sometimes we stay in a circle, but you're being called to level up to this next phase of the hero's journey, and start right back down at one again, so that we can go through all of the lessons and all of the numbers, all of the lessons in tarot as well. And it's like a leveling up of things that we've taken on from our past, that testing phase. But before we do that, self-care is going to be really important for you. Things aren't black and white, and you are so strong. You are absolutely, I just mean, you're stronger than you know. We also have these gold bangles on your either side of your wrist, so it's giving me the feeling of balance of what's then coming in through the left side of our body and then releasing out of the right side of our body. She's holding on to her head like she's protecting her seventh chakra, her crown chakra, also protecting what it is that she knows, coming to terms with what it is that she knows. That hair is antenna energy too. Our bodies, they're, like barometers, right? That energy is, it's almost like you're hugging it into yourself to know it. We've got bees also crawling all over. She's like looking into the naked truth of who she is, releasing that which no longer serves on a very, in an ancient way. Like these bees and the honeycombs that they make, they're the strongest structure out there. No matter, even when they're so light, the way they stack together, these six-sided, hexagons, they stack, and you are learning to build new, how do I say this? Build lots of new things, actually. Building blocks, starting from the bottom and starting with a really strong foundation. So you're building on a spiritual foundation, you're building on a physical foundation, and this foundation is beginning with self-care and knowing thyself. This is something that will expand as you put your energy into it and really focus on what it is that you need. And when we focus on what it is that we need, it does include others in our lives and the well-being of others. This is also calling you to kind of Venn diagram this, or pro and cons this sort of a thing, because what you're connected to and what your heart is connected to, be really clear about what that is, why that is, and what it is, what are the things that you are releasing allegiance to, because it's not going to be everything, right? I mean, it could be in your specific case, but it's generally not everything. It could be damn near close to everything sometimes, but, we have, mothers and fathers, and we have children and aunts and uncles. And sometimes we could become enablers in situations like that and be enabled, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're severing these ties. When we start to walk in our own stride and gain the confidence to do so, that's really when we become leaders in the world. And it doesn't mean that you're like the head of anything, right? It just means that we lead through example, and it gives others permission to do the same. So take all the time you need for self-care, because what's coming here, all right, relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. More know thyself energy, matrix energy, also earth energy, just like, like roaring through you as this blazing green and golden light. Now, green and golden light is something that you can pray with. I actually, when I am praying for people, I envision them in their highest, most blessed and healed form. I see them shining forth, and I see them covered in pentacles of light. And sometimes when when I envision this like grid of light, I see it as a giant ball that's encapsulating them. And then I see it like come down and shrink down so that it's like a tattoo onto their skin, as if their skin is then shining forth with this bright golden white light. And when I know that they're going through something as far as like a healing, I will also add sometimes colors of green and pink in that light, because those colors are the colors of the heart and they're colors of healing. And so this is like nature and the universe is covering you in that sort of healing, that kind of green healing. Being, relaxing into your self-care, being at the center, this number one right here. Relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. The cause of where you are, the motivation of where you are. That doesn't mean that we don't have this balance of light and dark, but you are being called to this light path to see the light within yourself. And, give yourself a hug and realize that you're human, and that all of the decisions that you have made, they come from what you know, and we're mostly trying to do the best that we can. And it's also important to remember that when it comes to like not seeing eye to eye with another person, we don't have to agree with a person to respect them. Most people are doing the best that they can with what they know. And man, you are going through a major manifested healing right now. For 26 on this card, it's boding for massive abundance and change in your life. It's also going to give you the discipline in which to carry forward with these plans to serve you. Jackie, no caps. Oh my gosh. And AF, I love yous. Strong changing. Okay, more hair energy here too. It's like her hair is flowing in with this matrix of the healing. It's like you're drawing everything you can in here. So yeah, releasing allegiances, relaxing hold of the darkness, relaxing and, relaxing the hold of guilt, shame, things that are keeping you down. There's a time period of, when we can slough that off, and spirit is calling you to it. All right. Because beyond the mind, the heart beats. 3, feminine energy coming in, family energy. We've got double helixes of healing going on around you here. Caduceus energy, higher calling, like secret society, sort of Illuminati kind of information that's flowing into you, like right into your skin, like right here. It's flowing like right into your skin. Feathers, always making me feel that ancestral energy. And also we've got the blues and the reds. Okay. So that's where we're talking about like, blues and purples up in here, throat to the head. And then we're talking these base chakras with the root chakra, this red chakra. And you could even take it even in a political way, like a melding of the two, right? And understanding. You could see more with these closed eyes because you're being downloaded and it's like inside of your heart. It is such growing energy here. Universal energy. Oh, there's also like a fallen leaf here, like maple syrup, the sweetness of life. Like, how much liquid it takes to make maple syrup? Gallons. And like, that's sort of a conversion of what's happening here. It's like, there's so much that goes into it to produce this, this pure sweet nectar that's coming out. And it's just, you're being blasted with it by universal, like also Earth Sophia energy, wisdom, right? Crab energy. Oh my gosh, too. Wow. You can actually see her skeleton. This is like, it's a totally like a DNA. You're getting uploaded. All right. Amber, welcome in. Welcome everybody. So many changes. Oh my gosh, too. Hub, this is your birthday. Oh my gosh. This is so exciting. You're a year ahead. Whoa. Beads, pearls breaking off and like joining the cosmos, like these pearls of wisdom that you're getting and that you're sharing. It's like always this receiving and giving. It's a back and forth of all things. You're being called to meditation. You're being called to understand that time is a funny thing, and it's speeding up, and our role in that is it is more of like an emotional it's more of an emotional understanding, and I'm feeling like links with the Akashic records and stuff. um Juicy, so much going on here. Which card are we going to look into? We're going to look into releasing alliances because that's the first step in this stage right here. But dang, I was just like, I want to read about them all. They're so cool. Okay. 10, the beginning of the journey, releasing allegiances. It is time to hold on to yourself and let go of another, even if just for a time. You have gained all that was meant to be from that connection, at least for now. You have given and you have received. The need to let go does not deny the value of what has been acquired. It is more that the time has come for greater productivity, creativity, abundance, and consciousness in your life. You have completed many cycles in the vibrational frequency of consciousness that you are now being asked to release. You have been in that vibrational frequency for some time now. You have earned the right to step out of that frequency, out of the habits, relationships, and the possibilities that are limited to that outmoded frequency. It is now time to expand into higher frequencies of experience that will bring enhanced love, empowerment, and peace into your life. You will take the wisdom of what you have learned with you into something new, new connections, new relationships, new life experiences at a higher turn of the spiral of life. Boom. But first, you. Trust that you can step into solitude for a time without being consumed by loneliness. It is time to reconnect with yourself. Perhaps you have had a period of outward orientation where your energy has been diverted away from your inner journey of self-discovery and creative self-expression and into the world of lists, schedules, and demands. Trust that you may need to step back momentarily, even from your healthy relationships and commitments, to refresh your spirit by reconnecting with your own nature and solitude. Perhaps you have been diving so deep into the creative waters that you have lost your bearings or your energetic connection to the earth, your own life, and your needs in the here and now. Either way, you need to come back to the ground of your own body. This is a time for self-love, for paying attention to yourself, for nurturing, holding, and being with you. It doesn't mean you can't love another. It just means you need to turn your attention inwards for a time, for some quality time with you. You will emerge renewed, refreshed, and clear about your journey and your relationships as a result of this. This oracle is also confirmation that the work you have been doing on yourself is working for you. Your level of self-love is growing, and your ability to love consciously and healthily is increasing as a result. Some connections in your life will mature along with you, and your regard and affection will deepen and blossom. It will be revealed that other relationships are no longer relevant in your life journey. You will know which is which because you will feel it. You will feel it most clearly when you have some time to be with yourself in reconnection. If you have been contemplating a change in lifestyle, enrolling in a class or joining a group, starting a project or setting aside time to focus on your inner work, then this oracle comes as confirmation that these things would be supportive, healthy, and helpful for you. This oracle also comes with particular guidance. There is a situation that has recently arisen or will arise soon where you need to back yourself. Don't be put upon or hoodwinked into backing down by the emotional reactions of others. Stand your ground and stay aligned with what you know to be true, no matter how wonderful something seems logically or on the surface. If it doesn't feel right for you, it is not right for you at this time. Perhaps that will change and it will be right for you later. Perhaps you will step away and realize with relief that you had a lucky escape from a situation that would have ended up unnecessarily costing you. Either way, backing yourself and not giving in to the opinion of another, no matter how highly you would have rated that opinion in the past, is is important. It is highly likely that you are breaking with tradition, with a role model or belief system that you have outgrown. You must be there for yourself because you are doing well. You are on the right path and you are growing. Well done. Well done. Whoa. So, healing process. Lie down somewhere comfortable and relax. Say, I love my body and my body loves me. I trust my body and my body trusts me. I love wisdom and wisdom loves me. I trust wisdom and wisdom trusts me. Sense, visualize, feel, or intend that there be a beautiful emerald green light with golden sparkling flecks of energy in it. It rises up from the earth below you and bathes your body until you are floating in an ocean of emerald green light with golden sparkling flecks of energy within it. Let it fizz and wash around you and through you, right into the cells of your being. Finally, let it form a bubble of light around you, encasing you like an egg or shell, from the top of your head all the way down to the bottom of your feet. On either side of you, front and back, let it be close enough that it feels protective and spacious enough that you can breathe easily. Take your time, and when you are ready, simply open your eyes and you have completed your healing process, provided that you follow up and have some more time for yourself, of course. What? That was great. Oh my gosh, that was so cool. All right, so let's get a Moonology card for this day as well. Some more to go into that. Even that was pretty in depth. That was beautiful. Okay, let's shuffle these up and see what we get. For our best and highest good, please and thank you. What do we need to know on this day? This new moon. One more, I think. For our best and highest good. All right, we'll see what we get. For our best and highest good, what do we need to know? Oh, there it is. Ooh. Hey, more earth healing energy. Virgo, full moon in Virgo. You are good enough. And don't forget it. Look at more feminine energy coming through that. It's like moon. It's like the moon and the earth together. Full moon in Virgo. You are good enough. Take the time to take care of yourself because you really are good enough. You deserve it. Joe, it's so good to see you, man. That's great. I don't think that needs to be expanded upon. Let's get a daily crystal. For our best and highest good, help us work through this changing energy, starting back around at the beginning of the hero's journey. Self-care. Yeah, because you're good enough. What stone could we work with on this day, please and thank you? All right, what do we got? For our best and highest good. On this day, the new moon, the black sky. Boom. Hey, rainbow obsidian. Heal your heart. Wow. We've got this one before. You know what? I'm going to snag that book real quick. I forgot to grab it. I think it was in here, but let's double check. Rainbow obsidian. Okay. Contents. A rainbow. Where are you at? Maybe it's under obsidian. Yeah, 349. Okay. Wow. 349. My bad. Here we are. Rainbow obsidian. It's so beautiful. So, keywords: recovery from emotional wounds, the deep journey through darkness into light. Dude, thank you, Spirit. That's great. Element Earth, root chakra, your first chakra. Rainbow obsidian is black obsidian that, when and polished and exposed to a strong light source, reveals bands of red, blue, gold, and or green shades, which seem to correspond to layers of molten lava that have cooled at different rates or times. Rainbow obsidian helps one take the downward journey to unexpected light. One often expects the spiritual light to be found above in one's flights toward heaven, but for most human beings, it is impossible to escape the prison of one's own wounded psyche without going down. This journey into the depths is as amazing as it is necessary. As one descends, one finds the forgotten pieces of oneself that have been left behind at each wounding. Reclaiming the parts and continuing downward, one may experience more emptiness and deeper darkness before suddenly bursting into light at the very nadir of the descent. Often such journeys downward are precipitated by a crisis in one's outer life. However, meditation with rainbow obsidian can facilitate a more voluntary experience of the depths. Using the stone in meditation and stone layout sessions, one may find the moment of opportunity wherein one can choose to go down in this way. Such chosen descents are usually of shorter duration than the ones brought about by crisis, and they help one bring the soul closer to conscious awareness. Of course, everyone's favorite part of the story is emergence into the light, and rainbow obsidian embodies this aspect in its own appearance. In dim light, a rainbow obsidian sphere seems to be a plain black, but when a strong light is shined upon it, radiant and vivid rings of color appear. So it is with one's own psyche when one reaches the light at the end of the cave of the descent. Rainbow obsidian shares an affinity with rainbow moonstone. Using them together, one can maintain a dual awareness, wherein a part of oneself remains in the lit world while another part takes the dark journey. Genevieve, welcome in. Oh my gosh, I am loving all of the videos that you're sharing. Out in the wilderness, you're a lumberjack. I love it. Okay, so spiritually, rainbow obsidian is a wonderful stone for grounding light into the aura and the physical body. It helps cleanse and align all chakras as it removes blockages and densities. Emotionally, rainbow obsidian brings hope, illumination, and energy into the most blocked and stagnant areas of the emotional body. This helps one feel more optimistic and willing to engage with life. It is a wonderful stone to use for alleviating depression or mood swings. Physically, rainbow obsidian is useful for bruising, bone breaks, or other tissue trauma. It can be placed over the heart area to assist in stabilizing the physical heart during stressful times. It is a good stone for drawing memory to consciousness from the cellular level, so repressed memories do not turn into physical disease. Affirmation: I willingly choose to take the journey through the darkness of my unconscious, recovering the lost parts of myself, moving to rebirth in the light. Boom! Wow, it's a perfect stone for all these messages. This is beautiful. Thank you. All right, last major message of the day. We're going to get it from the universe has your back. All right. What do we need to know? For our best and highest good, please and thank you. For our best and highest good. All right. One message, please. What do we got? Almost, not quite. One message out. Hey, all right. Hey, awesome! Because this was the symbolism on the day of vibrancy in the personology guide. There was a dragonfly on it, I always trust the direction of the universe and know I'm being guided. Yeah, that's a bit of awesomeness that we pulled that dragonfly again. They bring blessings into life. And you know what too? It was 63 degrees here today. I went out on a walk and it was gorgeous, and like it feels and looks like spring. The sun was shining, and like the trees were blowing in the wind, and it looked like it could be a day that, dragonflies were dancing about, even if it was just a mini reprieve. I don't know. Yeah, the groundhog didn't see its shadow. So maybe spring is, closer than we know, right? So I always trust the direction of the universe and know I'm being guided. Know it with your heart. Yeah. Wow, were you Pajo? Oh my gosh. That's so cool. Okay, that's really the end of the daily oracle reading, but I did something different because this is a new moon day. So before I went live, I pulled out for all of the signs, a couple of cards, and I'm just going to quickly go through as quickly as possible. I have 4 cards for each one to give each specific sun sign, and you can look at where your placements are for all of your signs, sun, moon, rising, Venus, any of them, right? But do it like you feel it, and we'll see what we got. I pulled them all out, but I haven't looked at them. I'm just creating a little bit of space up here. I have them all like stacked, all specific, so I had to have my microphone down here today. I hope you guys can hear me. But yeah, okay, so starting off with Aries, what do we got? Help give a little bit more of a idea from what we already learned. Okay, great. Okay, so for Aries, we've got 4, the Emperor, and the Queen of Cups. Wow, okay, so all right. If this is just speaking about what's going on inside of your body, we're talking about a beautiful alignment between masculine and feminine. This also could bode well for another player coming into your life. Yeah, this is great. Let's see here. Yeah, between the water and the fire, we've got major balance going on here, because yes, we're healing through the chaos, those butterflies, the chrysalis. This is for Aries. Plus, it's the Emperor is the Aries card anyways. That's really cool that was pulled out. But healing chaos, lots of things that have been like churning around. It's still a typhoon, but like these butterflies and this rebirth that is happening with you, it's coming along with this understanding of this masculine and feminine, but it also could be coming along with like relationships coming into your life that are way more balanced than they ever had been before. So last card out I got from the Tea Leaf Oracle, we've got the Nest. An emotionally secure, loving family member is important to you. Egg energy, Trinity energy, growth, new life energy. So yes, that's wonderful. Okay, so an emotionally secure, loving family member is important to you. So in conjunction with everything that we just learned about, allegiances and starting back at square one, this is just letting you know that there are some really good players that are still happening, still a part of your life that are helping you grow in this, and they'll grow with you, even if you're not on the exact same path. All right, so that's my quick my quick little reading for Aries. Next, we'll go to Taurus. All right, so for Taurus, ooh, Ace of Swords and 2 of Wands. Juicy. Okay, what we got? More downloading, and this Ace of Swords, it's like straight from source, straight from universe, whoever your deities or gods are. That's information that's just coming directly into you as a gift from the universe. And this 2 of Wands, it's also showing that you have passionate choices to make with this new information that's coming, as you do work on self-care, and you do, you find out where your allegiances lie. This information, a staircase of knowledge, like deep into the heart of your consciousness. All right. It's going to evoke a lot of passionate choices, specifically two major choices that you're going to have to pick your route. Okay. And you've got the wisdom to do it. Rely on emotion, that water energy, rely on the emotion of things, because that is going to really help you decide. It will become much easier when you go to the depths of your heart, the depths of your emotion, all of the wounding therein, all of the healing therein. All right. Also, when I see fish like this, they have that extra sense, like an extra sensory. You could be very psychic. You could have this download that's happening, or this upload that's happening from spirit. It can heighten those spiritual abilities for you, like just like a fish. You know, like when they're swimming in schools, they know how to specifically move. This is going to help you move in life with a greater attunement and alignment with what's going on around you. And you'll also be able to give to spirit, which is too much, right? But spirit never gives us anything that we can't handle. There's always lessons in there. And especially when we rely on spirit, you know. Apple. Ooh, because temptation will tempt you. Because, right, you are good enough. You have gone on so many cycles. Well, now it's time to be tested. It's time to, put your money where your mouth is. Are we just talking, or are we actually making the moves? We have made the moves, but there will be temptation all around you. All right. But also with this snake energy in here, even though it's, in this, the apple and the snake, the biblical symbolism therein, this is also talking about that Kundalini energy rising up in you. And to keep it rising, what are the temptations that we stay away from? And what are the things that we learn about? All right. That was for Taurus. Okay. Next we have Gemini. Let's see here. Ooh, oh my gosh. Wow. The King of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. Okay. Man. Okay. So King of Pentacles, you, coming into abundance through your ability to cut out that which no longer serves. Like, with this big katana, like this big sword. You are very wise. The Queen of Swords gets a lot of a rap for being like a total biatch, but like, she's not. She sees very clearly and very fairly, and she rules with an iron fist because she's been beat down so many times, and she's risen above it. She's like, almost looking like this Queen of Swords. She's like sitting on a cloud, and it's like a sofa, as she's just kind of like resting, maybe just like on the side of a cliff right there. We also have Odin up top here, spiritual connection. Keep that in mind. But also you could have like a someone really important coming into your life too. This is also showing that divine masculine and feminine balance. Keep doing what you're doing though, and keep being fair, brutally fair, honest inside yourself and with what you see around you. I think I said this yesterday. It's not always, it's almost never what you say. It's almost always how you say it. And yeah, we'll all work in our own style, our own ways of being, and all of that. But both of these kings and these queens right here, they're sitting down, they're able to assess a situation. This isn't someone who goes out chasing for things. It's they make moves and things come to them, and you've really earned this spot in your life. But again, with these kings and these queens here, could be meeting a life partner or someone that'll play a bigger role in your life. Woo, look at that with that Queen of Swords energy, standstill, bird energy, reflections off the water, like very acutely tuned in and able to understand the phases of life that you've gone through, the phases of life that you're seeing around you, and to very, very still and very honestly see what's going on. Like, and not just see what's going on, but almost like as in chess, like know the moves that are coming next and be able to trust in that. Someone recently told me that the moss in these trees is actually like a fungus, that they're killing the trees. So I'm seeing too that you're able to see, hey, when is this phase not suiting me? When is it actually starting to take me over? Where do I begin and where does this thing start? You're clearly able to see that from this vantage point. All right. Come from your emotion, stand in the water, stand in your emotion, and also overwhelming green energy and orange energy here, healing energy and like self-confidence. Keep it up, man. You're doing a great job. Ooh, four-leaf clover, great fortune ahead. No way. I wouldn't believe it with this pentacle king right here. This is the top of the pentacles. You've gone through all the lessons. You're mastering life, basically. Good fortune. Great. That's amazing. Okie dokie. So that was for Gemini. Now we go into Cancer. All right. 2 cards for Cancer. What do we got? 2 of Swords and 10 of Wands. Okay, let's take a look. 2 of Swords and 10 of Wands for Cancer. So, all right. This is telling me that you've recently gone through something that feels like you've been blinded. You have no idea which way you wanted to turn because it just seemed like all the choices were kind of crappy, and you're walking away from it. You're walking away from it, but you're still in the thick of trying to understand where you are with it. There's lots of emotions. There's still lots of lessons going on. You're still trying to find the balance within yourself, because it's almost like, not making a choice is still a choice. And the not making a choice is still a choice, but walking away is also a choice, even if that wasn't on the table for you. But it looks like it's like you are picking up all that was most important with inside of you, all that you've gained so far, and you are moving forward. And then we have this oxen energy here, which is Taurian energy. Funnily enough, Cancer and Taurus get along really well. So it's like also a building energy with that 4 number. All right, so you're doing what's best for you. And I can see that this has been difficult for you, because it's like a lot of like self-harm almost. Like when I see here and these choices, it's like these birds are pecking at her. And then those lines on her wrist, is that like she's been hurting herself too by staying too long, not choosing. She could take the blindfold off at any moment, but it's just like it's a rough one, right? And in traditional tarot, you'll see her sitting there with a blindfold on and 2 swords just up in the air. Which way do we go? X marks the spot, but also like a protection, right? So you've been through a lot and you are making steps forward. Good job. Even sometimes when it feels like we're in solitude, there's a difference between being lonely and just alone, right? There's a big difference between that. And you're making your step. And fire is also lighting your way on this path, that passion to live, to find new ways to be. And it's like the downward slope too. So it's, you've already come through the hardest part of it. That doesn't mean that you still are, you have like a wraps on all of the emotion. That is still going to continue to help you grow. And look, you'll have success. Panther, black energy, knowing energy, that mystic feminine moon energy, just like the sky looks like tonight, just pitch black. We've also got a mountain and it's in the distance, but look, it's like that is the mountain that you've already come down from. This panther is not traveling towards the mountain. It's already been through the mountain. All right. Just like this, you're coming down the mountain. All right. You've been through a lot that has changed your path, but you have success in it. Keep this grounding energy with these greens in here important. Rely on your intuition. It's very strong. Look to the cosmos. Look at that beautiful sky up there. It's like it is the cosmos and your direct connection with that. Also, we've got these flowers of red, that root chakra, that passion energy, the movement, the divine wisdom of Sophia in here. You're doing a great job, and it hasn't been an easy path. But sometimes the ones that are harder, they're like the ones that we learn the most from. And then what grows out of those difficult choices is just something else. Hey, and look at this. You have a secret admirer. Purple wisdom flower energy here. This is telling me too, that spirit is just like patting you on the back too. It's saying, good job, you've done so well. But hey, I wonder, who's coming in your future here? Because there are some people admiring what you've done. But most importantly, learn, from your own self, from your own perspective. While it's amazing while we have secret admirers, learn to admire yourself and to give yourself that peace of mind as well. It takes time. And good job. Success, I say, right? Okay. I had a card fall. It was one of these ones for Cancer. Okay, next we're off to a Leo. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 2 cards for Leo. The Star and the 8 of Wands. Wow, okay, all right. Wow, 88. Holy shitballs, dude. Okay. Yeah, the Star is 17. 7 plus 1 is 8, and the 8 of Wands. 8, 8. Massive abundance coming your way. So much healing, and also communication, possibly travel too. All the colors of the rainbow. Your Kundalini, your energy is pretty well aligned, and you are super guided by spirit. The Star is a star, is a card of healing, and it's also a card of being seen by spirit, being seen by self, and then as kind of like in the aftermath of it, like others will see you too because of all of this giant abundance that is coming into you. It's like a lasso around that star, a burst of energy, a burst of white purity that is like then the sun and then the cosmos outside of it. Also, the way that she's like sitting in reverence, prayer and meditation is crucial for your path. 8 wands with almost just like fire at the top. They're like almost like drumsticks, like sparking fire right there. So this is like boding for lots of movement, lots of change and communication. You could be traveling somewhere to somewhere new. And it has everything to do with this massive healing energy with the star. And like the translation of that from the ether to this land right here from traditional tarot. Gorgeous. Let's see here. Wow, yeah, through purification with that healing energy, that white, bright, hot center of that star that you've got lassoed, and it's just like wrapped around your arms and your wrists, and it's flowing down into the ground. Purification too with the sunflower energy, like eyes to the sun and sucking in that vitamin K and being out in the world and of the world while remaining the spiritual being, grounding energy from the earth, rain energy coming down. So it's like all of the elements that are like swirling together in this like perfect storm in your life right now. Like it's like a beautiful change. Sometimes it might feel like there's a lot going on. Like you're still coming to terms with this healing that you've asked help for, and you're getting an abundant help with it. And now it's like the movement of it, but it is genuinely purifying you so that you start fresh at this square one, at this new phase in your life, which will involve a lot of change. Yeah, if you have ideas for moving, that might be something you want to spend some more time thinking about. If there is someone that you feel that you need to talk to, this might be the time for you to actually call them. That is 8 of Wands is a card of communication. And in the same vein, someone might be reaching out to you to contact you who you haven't spoken with in a while. All right. Tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead with this purification. You're doing a great job. Slowly but surely. More green grounding energy, more rainbow energy. Yeah, you're doing so well. Look at this confirmation. Gorgeous. Slowly but surely getting ahead. 2 steps forward and 1 step back. That's awesome. That was for Leo. Okay, now we go to Virgo. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so 4 of Swords and Temperance. 4 to the 5, stepping up. Look at the balance that's coming. All right, so 4 of Swords. This is a card of going within. Like this is actually mimicking really well that very first card that we pulled out about releasing allegiances. it is going into that self-care, and like your heart has been strung up so many different times in so many different ways, and like almost like it's been slashed through and cut. There's more cutting energy on this girl's arm over here, which is like self mutilation, beating ourselves up either physically or just in a metaphorical way. And it's about taking the time to really go within, to like get into that fetal position and pray and meditate and do the deep diving and ask the deep questions, because this temperance is coming, and it's like it's a balancing out. It's a balancing out for that which you have called for. It's a balance between the light and the dark, the moon and the sun, and this angel energy, that those things in your life that are out of balance will come into balance. And Temperance is a major arcana card, and this is something that is like a big change that's coming in your life. And it's divinely guided by your angels. And also, we've got this like this this little tattoo in his chest right here, and it's like a fire. It's the fire within of your heart. Also, we have that sun sign on the arm over here. So make sure you're getting yourself outside enough, both in the daytime and the nighttime, to observe the cycles of life, because this temperance has come, and it's like it's a great balancing out that's going to happen in your life. So prepare yourself for it, because it's like one of those things that like it's coming whether or not we want it to, like major arcana, like major shifts in time. So take that time to be really close with spirit, because man, look at this delight coming down the line, on the way. Easy for me to say. This is showing a lot of different growth that's coming in the springtime, especially flight, knowing when to take flight, that this bird that's grounded itself. You are a messenger, and this grounding will really help you when it comes to this time of prayer, of being in this nest, in this cocoon of spirit. And this, this temperance, this judgment, this balance of the light and the dark. So delight, man, I love that word, because it's like the light, kind of, but delight in its most basic understanding of the word. It's like the heaviness is gone. That heaviness that you felt is gone. There still are darker tones at the bottom of this card, and it shows that you've had darkness. Absolutely, we all deal with things. It's how we, different things, and like learning how to work through those emotions. That we then assign as dark or light, things that we don't like about ourselves. We all have pasts, we all have histories, we're all learning from it. But look at, you're growing fresh and new. You've got these magenta flowers, passionate, grounding energy, also pink energy of the heart, green energy of the heart, major healing going on around. And then these white daffodils with these yellow centers bursting forth. We're talking more purity, more purification. And also look to the messages all around you. I think you can be very sensitive, and that's part of these messages, like being understanding what they are. Look to the birds, but that's not all it's saying. It's saying that there are lots of messages and lots of guides with you, and that's going to especially come from this deep reverence and connection with spirit of this healing. Last card for Virgo: seek out information that will help you. Vine. Awesome. Wow. Yes. More healing growth energy. Vines, man, the way they grow up. Sometimes I thought that they were just, I thought that they were like vines that were hanging from the trees, but they actually like had wound themselves all the way up from the ground and then wrap themselves over the limbs of trees and come down. And I'm feeling that kind of a route for you, like something that has been all over the place. It's like, it's had, you've had your fingers in so many different things. You've learned so many different things. And as I see the vines like growing, it's almost like the legs of centipedes as they grab on to what they're learning. And it's also giving me that sense of that knowingness, what it is. It's almost like learning by osmosis or something. But you are really good at seeking out the information. And this vine, it is telling you to seek out more. Be open to those feelers. Be open to the newness. Hey, Trace, good to see you. Welcome in. Awesome. All right, that was for Virgo. Now we go to a Libra, which is right here. We'll start at the wrong side. Okay, Libra, 3 of Cups and 5 of Wands. Interesting. For Libra, trying to get it to focus. There we go. So 3 of Cups, a coming together in a grand sense, like with friendship. And then also a 5 of Wands, a disagreement possibly within something. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Okay, so this tight knit group of whoever it is in your life, something that seemed so solid, something like that seemed like destined under the stars. It looks like it maybe is not possibly serving your highest good anymore, and it's creating conflict. It's not just creating conflict though. It's like creating growth for you in a new way, where it's like it's that this 5 of Wands card is here to tell you that it's time for you to go on a new journey. It's time for you to go out there and explore, to learn new things. And like, it sometimes might feel like a balancing act between what you used to know and where you're headed now. And then how that could be, you might not have everyone supporting you that you once did because you have been changing. But it really is for like your ultimate growth. All right. There could be some people from this 3 of Cups card that will support you and be with you. But most important is your vibration and your connection to spirit to let you know where you are headed next. Because a lot of times too, this 5 of Wands card, it's like the Indiana Jones card. Like you go on a journey and, people get hurt along the way, but there is a massive reward and a massive lesson at the end of it. And it's not just a lesson for only you, it's for the betterment of mankind, right? Humankind. So I see a journey coming in your future, and it's going to have to do with your own sacred destiny here and like climbing and reaching and following your passion. And this 3 of Cups could go either way, honestly. It could mean that you have a group of people that really support you in that endeavor. And it could also mean that it's a time for you to strike out on your own. You be the judge of it, right? You're the only one who could say. So let's see here. Sacred, yeah, dude, abundance is coming from this journey. More spring energy, more of that pink heart space, that green heart space. We've got these reds. We've also got purples in here. White for purity, green for grounding. We've got water flowing in the background. So yeah, looking good for spring. It's a good path to take, this journey, whichever it is. It could be a very physical one, and it could also just be one that you take when you close your eyes and spend time, in union with spirit. But it's showing new growth, new life. Yeah, you certainly have a lot to learn and look forward to. It's beautiful, Libra. So a Teapot, deep friendship with someone of the same sex, possibly, right? Deep friendship with someone of the same sex. So dang, right? You probably do have at least one person that's going to help you along this path. That Teapot helps confirm it. Also, it's giving me like a magic lamp sort of a thing. Like wishes granted, like real camaraderie here. And yeah, seeing shiny new ways. So that's really cool, being able to share on such a deep level with someone so important, a best friend, either a best friend from your past or a new best friend that's coming. Beautiful. That's for Libra. Okay, next we get Scorpio. All right, what do we have? Oh, 9 of Swords and Knight of Pentacles. Here's what we got. All right, so this 9 of Swords, yeah, man, it's like there's been a lot of heartache. The 9 of Swords is like you feel like you've been stabbed at least 9 times in the back, right? It's a realization that there's been a lot of things that you put your energy into and they've broken your heart, and you're now learning to take the slow steps forward towards abundance, basically. Like, this is a dark night of the soul energy. It's that thing that breaks us down and it enables us to see. So we've got like all of these, all of these crows here, this cacophony of noise above your head, but then we've got that white owl of wisdom that's up there with the aurora borealis energy, and it's there to show you this isn't the end. This is not the end for you. It's not the end all be all. That these crises and these hardships and these heartbreaks that have come into your life, they're there for a reason. They're here to help guide you. Take all the time that you need to cry. Take all the time that you need to be with that energy. But it's not the end for you. You are steadily plodding forward, slowly moving, and you're taking steps that bring abundance into your life. It's now you've seen that side of things. You're seeing how you can slowly move forward, cautiously stepping, taking your time, smelling the roses, and you've also got companionship. This black horse, it also means it's like a victory. It's a victory energy. So you're on the right path. I see that you've been through a lot of pain, all right? And it sucks, right? It sucks to feel that pain, but it's also a blessing. It really gives us a greater awareness of, life and understanding, a deeper capacity for compassion. Hey, look at this. Now you're being called to relaxation. The worst of it, the worst of this last situation that hurt you, it's gone now, and you can rest in a hammock in that moon energy, reading books, learning. That's this other energy too. It's like you're steadily, slowly plodding forward here, making those slow moves. You're absolutely learning new things. I think you're being called to learn new things and spend time in that stillness, in that relaxation, and get your breath under control. Meditation. Who's that guy that does that? I can't remember his name right now. Shoot, maybe I'll think of it. He does some crazy breathing techniques you might want to look into. Wim Hof. You might want to look into Wim Hof. And yeah. Also, your thoughts are really important, because the way you're in this air right now, the thoughts are super important. The way that you talk to yourself is really important. And also being in conjunction with the moon. Man, my nose is so itchy right now. Holy majoli. Woo! Excuse me. Someone's thinking about me. Or talking about me. Is that what it is? All right. So yes, be in this relaxation mode, this stepping slow, knowing where you're going to place your next step, being, like solid in the motivation of it. Because yeah, you've got a lot that's behind you. You've learned a lot. You know how to step next. Okay. Owl energy. Good advice from a wise person. A wise person, a wise oversoul, a wise God, a wise universe. But there could be someone specific that comes into your life, and they'll give you the best advice that you could ever hear. Maybe it'll happen just like in line to get a coffee. You never know, right? That bodes well, though. So much more wisdom. But I'm also taking this as like you're becoming this wise person too from all of your path. Yeah, this purple owl energy is like so much wisdom. It's like a serious connection with spirit. Listen to it and pray about it. Awesome. That was for Scorpio, right? Yeah, Scorpio. Next, we're to Sagittarius, right here. Whoa, Death and Rebirth and Seven of Wands. Juicy. More major arcana here. This is so cool. This Death and Rebirth card is just awesome. Yeah, dude. Absolutely. Shedding old skin. Also this like divine connection going on. It's like third eye connection, and you're also robed in this red energy. This red passionate energy, an energy to move, an energy to be, an energy to create from scratch into a new being, into a new life. Keep in mind this grounding energy. It will help you in this rebirth phase, because the sky's the limit, not, I mean, like beyond whatever that is the limit, there is no limit is what I'm saying. Is like you are called to a certain path, and within that path you will rise up. And so take all the lessons that you've learned from your past and all that you've lived. Um, you are really being called into a whole new like suit, a whole new mind frame. And it takes time, right? This death and rebirth, it really does. And with the Seven of Wands, especially this one in this deck, it's like you're in you have the time and space to sit and meditate and be with that heart energy, that sun energy, almost as if you're sitting in like a crystal ball or in a snow globe. And you have all the time in the world that you need to cultivate this. There's, seven is trust in the unseen, trust in the unknown. So, you're being called to trust in the unseen and the unknown, because this path ahead of you, you're really changing for, the greater good. You'll feel so much better in your own skin. Take all the time that you need for that. Be in as much meditation and closeness to spirit as you need. And also you're atop this like gold. It's like this new path that you're being called to, it really is your life calling. You're calling to expand it and ignite it with these seven wands. And it starts with the meditation and like the stillness and this closed eye energy. It's like a transmuting on the astral plane and the physical plane. Huge energy. It's really, yeah, death energy, right? I love that. Hey, and speaking of which, be in that stillness. Look, you are that swan. You are becoming something totally different, something greater than you could ever imagine. Pronoia. The universe loves you and is, it's bringing such abundance to your life in better ways than you could ever imagine. More of that snow globe energy. We have Aurora Borealis also going on in the background here. So take the stillness, take the time that you need. This is not a race. Everything in its own perfect timing. And be with that divine purity inside of yourself, that knowing. And it's also showing like these, like this like ice growing on a window, that snowflake energy of how perfect it is that you are in your own extremely unique way, and how you're being drawn in to see that as well, and to trust the process. Absolutely trust the process. Karma, you will reap what you have sown. Haystack. And that's the nature of karma, right? So that's also the shedding of you becoming something that you're feeling totally in alignment with, something that you'll be proud of, something that you could leave behind as a legacy. And yeah, all things in the fabric of life, the give and the take, the pull, right? So yeah, dude, you're reaping good things is what I'm seeing from this. More sun energy here. Beautiful. All right. So that was Sagittarius. I think that was Sagittarius. Was it? Yeah, because I have three left. Okay, so next is Capricorn. Let's see what we got. 2 major arcana for Capricorn. Whoa, cool. The Moon and the Hangman. Oh my. All right. Capricorn, it's time for you to go within. It is time for you to hang out a bit, all within. All right. With the Moon and the Hangman here, it's almost giving me like the feeling of the Hermit card. But you are being asked to truly go deep inside. You're coming to the end of a phase here, and you are being asked to link up with the deepest, darkest psyche inside of yourself. And with that universal consciousness, the light and the dark, the balance of things, that feminine secretive energy, to become one with it, to be very at a very to be at an understanding with who you are, with what you are, and also be at an openness to receive this information from the divine. And you're being called to do this through like deep deep emotion. She's almost like a mermaid under here. She's in, the deepness of that water, and she's still being illuminated by the moon. We've got the dog and the wolf, right? It's also linked to that Cancer energy, which is another water sign. So you're really being called to delve deep into the core of your emotions and, look with open eyes. And sometimes even like when I say with open eyes, like to just see clearly, because sometimes we'll see even more with closed eyes, that intuition and that knowing, and to really follow it and to stay in that space until you get it. Because this divine language is being given to you. It's like it's unloading inside of you, and uploading, unloading, that works too. It's uploading and unloading inside of you. But hang with this emotion until you get a feel for it, until you are, really in alignment with this deep understanding, this connection to the moon and the light and the dark of it, like directly through your emotions. Like, what is it that spirit is really trying to tell you? Because this is the end of a cycle here. Yeah, 9 and 3. This is all like extremely the building blocks of the universe, the 3, the 6, and the 9, which I went live today at 9:30 specifically because the day resonates with 6 too. So, and it's the new moon. So the moon also, since this is the new moon, this is a phase that you're going through, and this next moon phase, be really close with spirit, and you might want to look into more about symbolism and rune work and numbers. Okay, Capricorn. Yeah, dude, because we are releasing so much that no longer serves. More springtime energy here. Be with that full moon phase and live in the secrets of the moon. Become closer to it. You could look to Diana or Hecate. But look at this. In the spring, we have just like an igniting of passion that's growing, all right? I'm saying the spring because of this green energy here, even though I realize this is more of a fall energy, but like as soon as I saw it, I just felt springtime because of the green there. So spring, so much more growth for you, but then imagine what that growth is going to look like come fall season. All of this psychic energy, energetic work you're doing. Also, when you sleep, I'm feeling that that's going to be really important for you too. Specific prayers before bedtime, like linking with your spirit guides and being on a more like conversational basis with them, because there is so much growing. There's going to be so much abundance, like especially come fall. But like this new growth is really going to start to take root in the springtime. All right, what do we got? Scales, keep your life in balance. Boom, like this girl. Libran energy. Could be Libra in your life, could have Libra in your chart, but mainly this is talking about keeping your life in balance. And that when you do that, the growth, it will spring forth. Yeah, spring again on accident. But we've also got the snake that's trailing up the center of this scale right here. And so that's like that caduceus energy and like the double helix energy, like the blending of the masculine and feminine inside of you, and just deep psychic work. That is what you're being called to. Keeping your life in balance. All right. That was for you, Capricorn. All right. 2 more signs. So next we have got Aquarius. That's this day, right? What do we got for Aquarius? 5 of Swords and King of Wands. Interesting. All right, Aquarius. Lots of thoughts that we're not so sure about. Lots of changing energy. That there was, in metaphorically, maybe not even metaphorically, but blood spilt. That there are things that happened that it's just like there is a moving forward. Maybe there's like guilt attached to people that we've walked away from. There's no need to feel guilty about that. That there is need to come to terms with your own thoughts about that. And you are, because you are the King of Wands, the King of Fire, the King of Passion. You've got this lion energy behind you that's backing you. All right. This green staff that you're holding, also harnessing the power of the earth. We've got like a gecko crawling up on your chest here, just in like a silhouette. And it's so interesting the way geckos can look at different things at the same time. And that is what you're being called to. You are seeing things from many different aspects at the same time. And they're coalescing inside of you as this King of Wands, as this royalty moving forward. You have made decisions, you've done things and in your life that you're both proud of and not proud of, and they've mashed up with things that other people have done that you've either said, no more, or am I growing through this? If I keep pandering to these different ideas, is it just, keeping me in loops of like childhood wounding, or is it time for me to move forward and leave it behind? The Five of Swords is like it's a card where everyone seems to walk away and nobody feels that great about it. But sometimes when that happens, it's because you really are just being called to a new cycle. I hope that you can go and listen to the beginning of this for just the daily oracle read, because it is talking about this that we're going through right now, this cycle. It's like that which no longer serves. It's going away. We're making new choices. And to do that, you have to go through this self-love thing, because you are rising above into this, kingly and queenly energy, the end of the king here, the end of the wands. You've learned all of the lessons through that fiery, passionate road. So this could have to do with like feeling burned by love. And, but it could, also have to do with, just like, the fact that cycles come and go, they come and go. It doesn't have to necessarily be that you were burned by love. It could be that because of this wands energy, this fire, passionate energy. But it could also just have to do with like, this is the time. Now is the time for you to go within and, do the self-care and emerge in your strength, because you have so much strength. And it's like, it's supporting you every step of the way. What is it that you see? What is it that you see? Because it's really important. And not only with, your human eyes, but what do you see with your spiritual eyes? All right. Oh my gosh, dude. Whoa. Aquarius, there is love coming. So much love coming. Wow. Oh my gosh, though. Okay. Because check it out. I actually turned these over at the same time. Can you believe it? Like a double confirmation. There is so much greater love coming in your life, both in a self-love sort of way, but also in like a friendship way, and also a partnership way, and also like a parental way. There's an abundance of love coming into your life through all avenues. Especially when you come to terms with this. Like, I feel like you're beating yourself up for a lot that you've done, but like, remember that you're always doing the best that you can with what you know. It's not a cop-out. It's actually genuinely the case, Just because we've grown and we learn more now, we look back, you can apply the knowledge that you have now to the situations of the past, but you didn't know that then, right? So, yeah. And dude, you are this king of love, dude. You've got major love coming in, and like all of the chakras, all of the energy, so much alignment, that beautiful blue sky ahead. This is so cool, Aquarius. The day of vibrancy. Wow. Love. Look to your heart. It'll help you through this situation. All right, y'alls. Last sign of the day for this new moon energy, cycles that are coming up for Pisces. What do we got? Strength and Eight of Pentacles. Boom. Strength is here to remind you that you have the strength to do this, Pisces. Whatever this situation is going on in your life, whatever is holding your thoughts hostage even, whatever it is, you have the strength to do this. And you'll have more strength when you go into that heart healing space. We've got that heart being highlighted here. We're also working with green energy, that tigress inside of you. You're stronger than you know. And sometimes we're tested through it, right? But this is just like, you have so much. This is, you have strength, but you're also you're being called to be strong, to know that you have the strength within it. And know that you have the strength through these emotions that you hold as well. because there are so many choices that are coming up. Look, this is even highlighting the moon phase for you. So this is going to seems like a significant moon phase, the emotions that you're going to go through during this time. And it's going to show you the strength that you do have. That candle right there that she's holding, the green candle, she's like right in conjunction, almost like she's talking to like some fire goddess or something like that. And then like how these lights are coming, almost like a crazy aurora borealis up top here. We've also got a pentacle energy, how protected you are. Remember how protected you are. Look at this too, 88. 8 for strength and 8 of pentacles, major abundance. This lunar cycle that's coming for you right now, Pisces, it bodes so well. So much abundance. It's also giving you the strength and the discipline to make the changes and the choices that you need to. You are so backed and strong and strength. Oh, that was hard for me to say. So you are so backed by spirit, and spirit is helping you with this strength that you need to make it through this next moon phase. That there is also, I'm being called attention to, I see all these like herbs and just like mortar and pestle. We've got like books over here. You're being called to learn, and you're being called to, I think, be in more of like taking care of your own health, learning about the herbs and the different things. There's like an aloe plant here in the background. Aloe could be really important for you. It should be important for everyone, right? It's so good for us. But this could be talking about beauty routines, but it's also just talking about major self-care, to have the strength to take care of yourself, and that you're being called to do that. Like, you're being called in a major way to take care of yourself, and that you're being told that you have the strength to do it at the same time, and that you're like utterly supported. Look to your heart space energy, and you might want to look into herbalism or like essential oils, and maybe it's a diet thing too. Yeah, because it's going to bring you some inner peace. Wow, another balanced card right here. Ooh, that's so true, no caps, Age of Aquarius. So we're looking at balance here, and this back and forth loving energy. We've got these purple flowers, and they're talking about that grand wisdom and the guidance that you have, and these koi in the water, right? How you swim in that, emotional energy. You are so receptive. And sometimes that, when we're so receptive like that and we have so many feelings, it does feel like maybe we're weak, but you're not. This receptivity that you have is a part of your strength, and you're being called to witness it, to be a part of it, and to know your own strength within it. All right, last card here. Rainbow. The most difficult part of the situation is over. Boom. Not much more to really say about that. Look at the alignment that's going on here. You're strong enough. You've got this. The most difficult part of a situation is over. Wow, that's so awesome. Dang, you guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I've never done anything like this before, but I'm glad that I did. New moon energy, new cycles, and yeah, I will timestamp stuff down below once I figure it all out. I didn't do that while I was reading these cards. I was just trying to get through it as quickly as possible. I knew it would take a while. Not so bad, though. Basically, like 45 minutes for all the signs. I love yous. I thank you so much. I thank you to my friends and my family. I thank you to YouTube and StreamYard. And above all, thank you so much to the universe, to Sophia, to all of the guides that are guiding me every moment of my life. Mwah. I'll see you guys so soon. Happy new moon.